glasses are useless. Take them back to the toy shop. Oh, hi there. My name's Dominic Ingram. You might remember me from my video, 33 Things to Do with a Cucumber, and the 34, and my best-selling self-help book, Black Pudding, Yes or No. But what many people don't realise about me is that I'm a world-renowned astronomer. Here's my proof. I'm very proud of my diploma, and I think it says a lot about me. As a world-renowned astronomer, people are constantly asking my advice. I remember lovely Patrick Moore. He used to phone me every week, regularly. Never understood a word he said. And little Brian Cox, I remember Brian Cox calling me one day. Master, he said. Yes, Brian, I said. He said, oh wise one, what is the difference between astronomy and astrology? Well, Brian, I said, that's a very good question. Of course, look closely, and the answer is that they are spelt slightly differently. Apart from that, of course, they mean exactly the same thing. But today I'd like to talk to you about the founder of modern day observational astronomy, Copernicus. Nicolaus Copernicus, born 1473 during the Wars of the Roses, or the Chocolate Wars, the historians would have it, all that fuss about who had the purple one. And we know for a fact that he was a very healthy man, lived to a good age, and we know that he was having personal relations at 65, even though we know, at number 59. Here's a picture of him. And here you can see he's finished his Chinese meal, he's just putting his chopsticks down, and he's just off for a game of table tennis, or real table tennis as he used to call it in the 15th century. Now Copernicus gave us a theory of heliocentricity, and to this day nobody knows what it means. He also showed us the intricate differences between the stars, the planets, the moons and the asteroids, which are things you get if you sit in a hot radiator for too long. But going to the planets, we have going from the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, which is our home, as well as many of our politicians, Mars, which helps you work, rest and play, Jupiter, king of the solar system, and then a massive gaseous body who lives next door, but it's also called Saturn. Then there's Uranus, interestingly had to be renamed because somebody called in because the name offended them, so it's been renamed Your Arsehole. Then there's Neptune in the deep. Now Pluto used to be considered part of the solar system, but they had a referendum and they voted themselves out. It was called Plexit, and after 5 years of fierce negotiation they are now no longer part of the solar system. Our nearest, before we go on to the moons, our nearest star is Alpha Centauri, easily found under the sign of Geronimo in the summer poultice, and it was discovered last Tuesday by two Welsh brothers, Bang and Olafson Davis, and here's a picture of them. As you can see, they are identical twins, especially the one on the left. And isn't it incredible to think that the light from some of the stars is so far away that the light started off before Cliff Richard could sing. What wonderful days they must have been. But now on to the moons. Now we know that Saturn itself has 67 moons. Everybody knows the three most famous ones, polysaccharide, sepsis and gonad, and our own moon, which scientists call the moon. But I'm afraid I must call this lecture to a halt for the moment, because I can hear the postman coming with my 3D jigsaw of Shirley Bassey. But if anybody would like a copy of this video, then I know a good psychiatrist. And don't miss my next one, where I'll be solving your personal and emotional problems using yoga and some talcum powder. But now we've got to be off. We're off to see Little Mix. Used to be called Leprechauns, but apparently they've changed their names. But till then, keep looking up. Bye bye.